Hi guys, this is Ethan20 and today I'm doing a video response to Red3yz. You said you were working on using minecarts to transfer signals, so I've worked a few things out. So basically what I have here is, where is it? You press this button, a minecart comes out of the Pez dispenser. This is just standard Pez dispenser, except I used a piston instead of a trapdoor because trapdoors weren't working on me. Maybe it's because I'm running 12W22A, but I'm not sure. But standard Pez dispenser. So what happens is you press the button, minecart comes out, and I've made a switch here between either Morse code, which could be the way I've done it, read by computer into actual letters, so you can have a computer computed into Morse code and then back out of Morse code, or something like that. So, but first there's a counter. This takes 9 minecarts to send it down the rail. And it simply, once it gets down the rail, presses that, resets, and when it presses that, nothing happens. But we could hook up, like, that. And just so you don't get mixed up, that is the redstone torch we are focusing on for getting the results out. Anyway, so that's the first function. I will just quickly give you a demonstration. So this this Pez dispenser holds, oh, I need to stick another minecart in there. No biggie. Just, it'll go in eventually. This minecart, so this Pez dispenser holds 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3. So it holds 4 minecarts. So what I can do is 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Whoops, I sent it down the wrong track. Okay. So I send a minecart out, and that goes down a bit. I just used a rapid pulse generator of my own design. Sorry about that. So just press it 9 times, so that's 2 already. Already, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just to tell me when it went, because I had a bit of delay, so that goes when the minecart when it enters this circuitry here. So I believe it is 1 or 2 ticks later it happens. Rapid pulse generator, I will upload a tutorial for it after this, explain how it works, etc, etc, etc. You know, everything I use in here, I will upload a tutorial for Pez dispenser. I'll just link someone else's tutorial for it. Sorry if I'm talking a bit too much, but this is a tutorial, so, or rather, a video response / tutorial. So that, yeah, that's a redstone torch tower, in case you wonder. So I believe one more to do it. Don't ask me why I did that. Oh, I guess it's 2 more, then it must be 10. So that's, I think it must be 10 times then. But next function, Morse code. See that tower there? So I'll just quickly look up something simple with Morse code. Okay, I've got it. Let's do an A. So short pulse, then a long pulse. So short, long. Long is twice as long as short. And then new letter is just, if you're doing it with a computer or something, it can read the new letter. It's 4 times as long as a short pulse. It sends out 4 minecarts, and how many are left in, oh, the Pez dispenser must hold 5 minecarts, I mean. So, now that those are arriving back, I will just show you a first long pulse. Okay, they've come out, and right around now, okay. So that's a long pulse, just for comparison. And then this is a new letter pulse. It's the longest pulse of all 3 that I have programmed in. As you can see, it sent 4 minecarts. It's a really long pulse. Yes, I do have cheats enabled. This is my test world. Wait. What? Okay, there it is. I don't understand why I died of fall damage, but maybe it's all the falling I've ever done and not hitting the ground that it was counting. 1 second, I'll wait for the world to render and collect my stuff. Okay, so what I've done, so where did I leave off? Something about explaining how it works. Well, what I've done is for a short pulse, I just send out 1 minecart. Goes along the pressure plate there, detector track, and just does a short little pulse. Then goes right back up into the Pez dispenser. But it gets interesting when I do a long pulse. I send out 2 minecarts. I'll explain the circuitry for that later. And they both go over, and a pressure plate press lasts 10 ticks, and I have them 10 ticks apart. So it's always on, but just barely. And then this, I send out 4 minecarts. Minecart, I want to ride you. Anyway, so what I do is for a long pulse, long just goes in here into this rapid pulse generator, and then I just send another pulse through. 1 second. But then if I press, and then it goes around again. Not sure if I iterated that. But new letter sends a new pulse. A new letter pulse sends a pulse both to the long pulse, and then after 20 ticks, which is how long the long pulse takes before it needs a new pulse, it sends another tick to the long pulse to maintain a 40 tick signal, or 4 tick signal, like constant signal. Dash is equal to 3 dots. Space between equal to space between 2 words is equal to Oh, I never knew that. So there's a bit of notation on the Morse code stuff. Anyway, it's a lot harder to read the ons and offs because players aren't consistent. So I just added a new letter pulse and then 2 new letter pulses in a row. So anything longer than 4 ticks is what I'll do. So like 5 ticks or 6 ticks or 7 ticks or 8 ticks is a new word. And then it'll just print it out. So that's pretty much it. I'll do a few more tutorials after this. I'll link them in the description. This is season 20. Don't forget to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe all if you think it's worth it. So, yeah, I guess I'll bring an end to this episode. So, just a little clarification when I said, so anything longer than 4 ticks is what I'll do. I actually meant anything longer than 40 ticks. So like anything, you know, like 40 ticks, 45 ticks, 50 ticks, 55 ticks, etc., 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 etc. I think I must have meant seconds. So just a little clarification. This is Ethan 20. Don't forget to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe if the video deserves it. Bye. For good this time. Or I might add something else on.